Okay, first graders, we are going to keep working with comparing numbers and really understanding what those symbols mean. Let's do our song again, just so that we can be prepared to think about what is greater, what is less, and what is equal to. Okay, so here's Dino. Hello again. Okay, and we're going to sing his song with him. Ready? I am a little crocodile. I really like to eat. Yum! The greatest number that I find is my favorite treat. I start comparing both the tens, but if they are the same, I turn my focus to the ones comparing once again. If I then discover that both digits are alike, I shut my mouth, I can't decide, and become an equal sign. Okay, so let's see if we can help him out today. We are going to see Dino showing up. We're just going to see the abbreviated version of him. Okay, so we're just going to see the lines that his mouth would make, whether they're going and they're going to be open up toward the greater number. Okay, but sometimes we're going to have to say what the missing number is. Okay, so we'll see what number Dino is picking, and that will give us a clue as to what might be missing. Okay, we also are going to see some numbers put together, and we're going to be able to tell which one is actually showing what Dino would be doing. Because sometimes we're going to see some other little crocodiles trying to show up and get us confused. But we're going to want to make sure we are getting Dino and that he's always eating the greatest number. Okay, so can we help feed Dino today? Let's get to work. So let's come here, and I am going to write down a number. And we're going to show different numbers using the different symbols. Okay, so we're going to have something is greater than 36. Something is equal to 36. And something is less than 36. Okay, so when I wrote this down, notice I have the big side pointing toward the first number. We don't have the first number yet, but that's how I know that I would read this greater than. If the small side comes first, and his mouth is closed when we're reading left to right, then that is less than. Okay, so greater than, the bigger number comes first, and Dino's going to eat it. Less than, the smaller number comes first. Okay, so here is my question for you. If we have 36, I'm going to do a quick picture of 36. What would I have to do to make it greater? Okay, I have choices. I can either increase the tens, and it doesn't matter what the ones do, or I can keep the tens the same and just get more ones, or I can make both of them get bigger. Okay, but if I'm going to find a greater number, I can increase the tens. The ones won't matter then, because we already know from the song that if the tens are bigger, then we don't have to worry about the ones. Or I can increase the ones. That would be getting bigger as long as the tens are staying the same. Or they can both get bigger. Okay, but what we cannot do, we cannot let the tens get smaller when the ones get bigger. And we cannot let the tens stay the same and the ones get smaller. Okay, so we shouldn't look at things getting smaller. We want to get bigger to find the greater number. So the easiest thing to do would be just to add one more. Okay, I added one more bit, and now I have 3 tens still, but 7 ones. Okay, the other really easy way would have been to just add a 10. Then I have 4 10s and still the 6 ones. That would be greater. Okay. Now here again, I have 36. I have it over here. And we want to find a number that is equal to 36, which means the number has to be 36. So the number cannot change if we're going to be equal. Okay. However, the model can change. Remember how we found different ways to model numbers? We could have one of our groups of 10 broken up into 10 ones. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 36. So the numbers stayed the same even though the picture looks different. Okay. Okay, now we want to find a number that is less than 36. So for it to get less, we have to make something get smaller. We can either have the ones get smaller and the 10s stay the same, or the 10s get smaller and the ones can do whatever they want, or both of them can get smaller. So the easiest thing to do would be just to take away one of the ones. Now I still have 3 10s and only 5 ones. Or to simply take away, let's put that one back, okay? Or to simply take away one of the 10s and have 2 10s and still the 6 ones, okay? Those are different ways to show a number that is greater than our given number, equal to our given number, or less than our given number. Okay. I'm going to write down 2 numbers, and I would like you to tell me which one the crocodile should be eating, which one Dino would eat. Okay, let's start here. Okay, looking at these numbers, we have 67, we have 24. Which one will Dino eat? 67, there's our greater number. We would read that, 67. The opening comes first, the bigger side comes first, so we'll say it is greater than 24. Okay, here's 2 more numbers. Which one would Dino eat this time? Look, think, speak. 74. Okay, so I would read this 67, then I have the small side, so I say is less than 74. Okay, which one would Dino eat here? Look, think, speak. Were you not sure what to say? Okay, that's because this is what gets Dino confused too. When Dino looks at his 10s, and they're the same, he turns his focus to the ones, and usually he can find an answer. But this time, they are both the same. The 10s are the same and the ones are the same. So that's when Dino gets a little bit confused and he shuts his mouth and he becomes an equal sign instead of opening it up wide to get something to eat. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to look at 2 numbers. We're going to compare 2 numbers. I'm going to write it down 3 times. Okay, looking at these three options, which one is correct? 81 is less than 47, 81 is greater than 47, or 81 is equal to 47. Tell me on three if it's, or tell me when we're ready if it's A, B, or C. Look, speak, speak. B was our correct answer. Okay, because B shows that Dino would be eating 81. His mouth is open wide toward 81. We have 8 tenths. Here we only have 4 tenths. 8 tenths is greater than 4 tenths, so that would be the correct answer. Okay, so those are going to be the type of things that you are looking for on your math today. Keep working, keep thinking about how Dino can help you. Let's do the song one more time so we have it fresh in our minds and we remember how we work to compare our numbers, okay? Ready? I am a little crocodile, I really like to eat. Yum! The greatest number that I find is my favorite treat. I start comparing both the tens, but if they are the same, I turn my focus to the ones comparing once again. If I then discover that both digits are alike, I shut my mouth, I can't decide, and become an equal sign. Okay, we hope you had fun with math today. We'll see you later. Happy learning.